Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T-103. It's a Tier 8 Soviet tank destroyer, a turreted one. It's located on the north spawn of Himmelsdorf under the command of Andromeda of No Retreat, No Surrender. And we can see the equipment is a rammer and a camo net. Game on. Well, it's based on the T-100 tank, this tank destroyer. And was designed originally to knock out fortifications of that big 13cm main gun. It does have a few weak spots. The turret is not particularly strong, and of course it does have a cupola. But this 13cm is actually quite good. Okay, stopped at the corner. We're getting very laggy, I'm afraid. I think some of the lag we've described is down to the fact that my computer is getting really potato in terms of it's not up with coping with so much going on at the same time, which means I probably will have to get a new PC sometime soon. Yeah, you can see he fired that one, landed on the actual turret itself, but right next door to the mantlet. But unfortunately just couldn't get through that armor. Right, these 13cm shells, they're capable of 440 alpha and 307mm of penetration with these premium rounds. And with the standard rounds, it would actually be 440 alpha and 258. And we just got hit by the GW Tiger, who must be down at the other end of the railway tracks. Now we could shoot there and penetrate him. In fact, that is a T-30, the Tier 9. It's a Tier 9 game with Tier 8 tanks in it. You can see, look, 2 bounces from the turret. Oh, definitely go for that guy. Yep, he got it. Definitely got that one. In fact, it was a low roll for 408. But can he get another shot? No, he can't. We took one in the tracks from the Panther Spy. You can see a lot of action from that GW Tiger. He's down at the other end, but he's trying to shoot at all our guys up here. This guy is risking getting an awful lot of damage to him. It's not very accurate gun, unfortunately. Couldn't get it through there. The Panther Spy gets a hit. And it looks to me like he's got the 88mm gun. And that's why we took 257. Now, he's noticed that there's nobody behind him covering the cap area. And the Sharp Future Force managed to make it all the way over the top. And it's coming down the other side. So he's got to return to stop that Sharp Future Force. He's not going into the alcove to the left because he wants mobility. Here's the Shah. Hello, Mr. Shah. Fires on the move. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. He's needed to stop there just for a second. He would have had a really accurate shot and taken another hit from the 105. But his round gets a high roll and his teammate finishes off the Shah Future. In fact, it was a contender who did that. So now we're down to just a third of our hit points left, but with 3 tanks up on the enemy. He's made sure that the cap area is safe, and he's going to change the direction of travel. Now, he could go up over the top, but that might be a bit of a waste of time, really, to be honest. He might go down the banana. In fact, he has decided he's going to go up the hill. Maximum speed's only 40 kilometers now, so going up this hill here, it's going to be particularly slow. Even the conceiver's going to be around about the same speed. You can see crawling up the hill. If he'd gone down to the banana, yeah, the Yag Tiger's on his own there, and I think he suddenly realized that, yeah, it probably would have been okay going in behind the Yag Tiger. He could have backed the guy up, and now he's going to have to do that, because if he doesn't, the Type 63 is going to get a free game. That was good. It was a low roll. 411, but it was a good hit right into the weak side of the turret. Yag Tiger's still alive. And now the enemy has got a Yag Tiger prototype trying to get up. Yep, we just saw him briefly. He's trying to get up the banana. In fact, he's going to succeed. And now our Yag Tiger's in a bit of a pickle. Is the Yag Tiger prototype? Yeah, he's going in behind our Yag Tiger. So we're going to swirl around and we're going to come round behind the guy. Okay, we need some motor here. Get down to the road junction, round the corner. The prototype's going to have his rear to us, and then we can really put holes into him. Oh, he's not there. There he is. Hello. Into the engine bay. It's an average roll, but he's being hit from above as well now, so his life is going to be miserable. He's just elected to go into that alcove, or to actually avoid the shells, but now he's going to get hit again. Unfortunately, I hit the mantlet. That didn't work, but again, we've got teammates above us shooting down on him, and he's now focusing on them, and we will shoot at him. Yep, game for him. He's out the game. That's his first kill for Andromeda. Okay, now he's going to go down the banana. Ignore the windows. Go down the banana. There's a pattern tank at the other end of the front street. He looks like he's going to try and come up the sides. Yeah, we could go to the next opening and then we could aim at the pattern tank as he tries to cut across. Ouch. That was the GW Tiger taking out our contender. We've just been spotted by somebody. I think it was the pattern tank, maybe. If he had gone to that opening and tried to shoot at the pattern actually had gone into the railway yard, so it was going to be very difficult. But now he's going to force the guy to come back. He's going to go into the cap area and he can force them to come back. There's nobody here. He's looking for the T-30. There's also there Arty, the GW Tiger, but he's in the railway yard. We could go over here watching for the T-30. Still can't see that guy. Okay, GW Tiger must be in the railway yard. Just motor as fast as you can. And, oh, we found the T-30. Okay, right, saying goodbye. And that's the second kill. Okay, the GW must be in the railway yard somewhere. There's only 2 left on the enemy team, and they're outnumbered 2-1. And the GW fires at us, and he is at the other end of the railway yard. That's where we get the direction of fire. He needs to control his direction more. He's looking more for the next target, being, of course, the pattern is up the other end of the map, so you don't need to watch out for that. But he's capping now, and so is the pattern. Now we've got 2 guys nearby who can actually get a reset, but in fact, actually, the pattern's going to be reset. He has been reset. We're ahead. There's no way the GW Tiger can hit us whilst we're here. The T-103 has actually killed the T-103 killed the pattern, and now it's just the GW Tiger, and they're both headed, the 212A and the T-103 are both headed towards the GW. We don't need to be capping. It's game over for that GW. There's no way he's going to escape. Only 20 hit points at the end of the game. Andromeda almost out of health. That T-30 was very unlucky not to get a kill when he did, towards the end of the game. But that's it. Game over. And it is a victory for Andromeda. Here's the end of battle stats. That was the second-class tanker for Andromeda. No retreat, no surrender in the T-103. He managed to get a fire effect for doing more damage to the hit points of his own vehicle. No other medals in that game, but he did get a win rate of 3,472, which is Super Unicum standard. So he did very well. Let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage. That went to the Yag Tiger on his team, who got 3,771, but he didn't survive the game. The next highest scorer was the T-30 on the enemy team, who got 3,410 hit points of damage. Again, he didn't survive the game. And in third place, yes, we've got Andromeda with 2,571. So not bad, getting third place and still alive. When it came to kills, though, you can see the T-30 on the enemy team got 4 kills. 2 kills went to the Jagdtiger, to Andromeda, to the Contender, and the Ilse M90, and the other T-103. So, yes, he did get joint second place when it came to kills. And when it came to base XP, he's got first place because, of course, he got 1005. The only player to get over 1000 base. He was in a tier 8 premium. And yes, he's still alive at the end of the game. The second highest was the Jagdtiger with 974. Third highest, the Conceiver, who actually managed to get a steel wall in that game at 806 hit points, 806 experience points, rather, I should say. So he got 17 shots fired, 10 direct hits on the enemy, 7 penetrations. A few of those shots he was firing at the T-30 just couldn't get through the turret, though the guy did turn his turret several times and basically left his turret side on. And at that point, Andromeda could have put a shell right through it and it would have carved into him. 2,571 hit points of damage, of which 856 were at more than 300 meters. 6 hits received. 2 of them penetrated, 3 non-penetrations, and 2 hits by way of splash damage as well. 780 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 5 enemy vehicles engaged, 2 killed, and he got 72 capture points right at the end of the game. I think he was forcing the conclusion of the game, really, mainly because he had so few hit points left that if he had tried to engage the enemy, even just see the GW got a lucky shot off, he could have been out the game. But he decided at the end he was just going to sit in the cap and force his teammates to actually get a quick end by killing the GW. When it came to credits, he actually lost credits on this game, 11,959, but I think the reason's fairly obvious. He used premium ammo and for the extra penetration, and it cost him a great deal. So maybe he needs to have half and half, not just all premium. But I think it was after the result. He got 25 bonds because he got a mission achievement, and he got 3,166 experience points out of this one as well. I'm pretty sure he did have a fun time. It's not the first time he's had a second class, he's had them before, but certainly ammunition, choice of ammunition is actually quite useful. And of course, choosing when to shoot. I think if rather than actually trying to shoot at the front of a turret or a very well angled side of the turret, it might have been better for him just to wait until that T-30 presented the side of his vehicle when he was turning his turret. And then, of course, you just drill straight through him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. And we will be coming back with more Andromeda replays. Yes, he has sent us in some more. Quite a few just recently. And we're just trying to clear the deck. Thanks for watching.